doesn't go on the outside because 3x doesn't divide 3, 10, and 8. The GCS, but what do you get when I divide 10 by... I started teaching in January of 2020, so 8 weeks before the pandemic began. Teaching during the pandemic was, it was extremely difficult, but I expected my first year to be my hardest year ever, right? Like every year, every teacher as a first-year teacher has a difficult time. So I didn't really know anything different about it. It let me really lean into my techie side and figure out how I wanted to structure my classroom, both digitally and in person. I guess the first math teacher that made me really want to be a math teacher was my high school pre-cal and IB teacher. There was this one day where she did a problem up on the board, and I turned to my neighbor and I was like, I don't think she's right. So I did this problem out. It was like a one-page problem. I did this problem out probably 10 times over the next 2 days. And I was having everyone check my work. I was like, please tell me if this is right. And then I went up to her and I was like, I am so sorry. I think you were wrong. And she didn't, she wasn't upset. She encouraged it. She was like, oh, tell me why. And I told her why, and she stopped the class. And for the next 45 minutes, I retaught the lesson to the class. And it was just this moment of oh, teachers can be wrong and they can be humans. But also this is why she's a teacher. It's for moments like this. I was shocked to be named a finalist for Teacher of the Year. I don't do well with attention. I'm a teacher because I want to serve the community. I want to help people. It always is nice to hear thanks for that, but it was just a really humbling moment to be out there and see all of my students who'd been rallied together, all of my colleagues there to cheer me on. You can use a whiteboard, you can get scratch paper, get whatever you want. I want my students to know that they can do anything, they can be anything. I don't care if they become math teachers at the end of my class. What I care about is their grit, their ability to just buckle down and do a hard thing. And I hope that I show them that they are capable of doing all of those things. One of my favorite parts of high school was being involved in the Junior Civitans Club at my school. So in my second year here at West Ashley, I started our own Junior Civitans organization. This year, we completed 4 blood drives. We had groups create blessing boxes. We had different appreciations for our janitorial staff. My own PAC completed a fundraiser for Low Country Orphan Relief. We did a spike ball tournament over a 5-day period, and students bought into the tournament, and then the winning team won some money, but all the rest got donated to charity. And we raised over $1,200 for that. So it's been really cool to include community service within teaching as well, and make sure that kids understand the bigger impact that they can have. I think one of my favorite moments every year is having a student come back to see me. So I teach primarily freshmen. I get to see freshmen grow up through high school. They go on, they get their permits, they go to prom, they have their first boyfriend or girlfriend, they're telling me all about it. It's those moments of seeing kids that are no longer in your classroom every day come to you with good news. A student in the hallway just now coming to let us know that he made a 1330 on his SAT. It's those moments of I'm your person, not just your teacher.